What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rick Scale RC. Thanks for joining me today. So everybody's here to see the paint reveal on the Brute. Well, alright, welcome back, guys. So, there you have it. The Brute is blue. Rust-Oleum Seaside Blue, to be exact. What do you think? I hope you like it. If not, it's a good thing it sits on my shelf. I like it. You know, seriously though, I just wanted something that was going to stand out. I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I just wanted that stuff to be seen. And after browsing online, just, you know, looking through Brute Google images, I came across a couple different ones that were this color, and they just really stood out to me. I thought, you know, that's it. That's the color I want to use. I just didn't want to do the normal, you know, blacks, silvers, grays, camo colors, stuff like that. I just wanted to kind of get away from that and do something different, do something that would stand out. So I chose this. Paint process is done, but the Brute is far from done. As you guys seen on the video, it's very bright. The Brute looks like it has a new car smell. So I think it still needs to get some weathering done and stuff like that. We're going to age it up a little bit. I'm really happy with it. I think it came out great. Paint job came out good. What I did was I laid down a heavy coat of the gray primer, I wet sanded that with an 800, and then I laid the blue down, 2 good coats of blue, and then I laid 3 heavy coats of gloss clear on it. And I almost didn't clear it because the blue laid out so nice and had a nice finish on it. I almost just left it alone, but for weathering purposes, I got the clear coat on it because I want to weather it to look like a real vehicle would weather. So I'll probably start hitting it with a Scotch-Brite pad and kind of dull out sections of it to make it look like the clear coat's faded without messing up any of the blue. We'll add some black wash here and there and do the wiper treatment on the windshield and stuff like that. And then of course, just driving it, it'll get its own nicks and scratches from the trail. So this is just where we're going to start. Still have wheels on the way, so that's not done. Still have a winch coming, got to put the winch on. Also got some aluminum front shock hoops. I was just going to leave it 4-link with the chassis mounted servo I made, but what's happening is the servo horn is hitting the upper 4-link truss. So what I did was, this is a Gen 1 SCX-10. So what I did was I ordered some Gen 2 SCX-10-2 front shock hoops with the upper panhard mount included, because I got the SSD axles, so I have the lower panhard mount, but I don't have anything for the upper. And I was going to go ahead and just make my own, but I want to upgrade the front shock hoops anyway. The wheel wells mount to them. I want to upgrade them anyway. Like I said, I'm not one to just start buying parts and throwing parts at it before I even take it out on the trail. But when I do replace stuff, I do like to upgrade. So we're going to upgrade to some aluminum front shock hoops with integrated upper panhard mount. So that way we can do a 3-link with a panhard in it and get rid of that servo horn hitting on the front truss. Also went ahead on the hood. It just had raised sections that were supposed to be the hood bumpers for when the hood's open against the windshield, and that just didn't work for me. So I went ahead and made my own out of some solid styrene round strips. Just sanded them down till they matched, but I think that looks good on there. The one picture of the Brute, it has silver bumpers and silver sliders. I thought that looked cool. It was something different. I think it looks good. I can always take them off and paint them if I decide I don't like it or they get too scratched up and look bad. But my other reason for painting them silver, the rock sliders and the front bumper I started with a Yeah Racing bumper, but I modified it, cut it, made my own mounts for it. And the sliders I completely made from scratch. They're 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch square stock, solid square stock, and then this is solid 3/16 steel. And what I did was I drilled holes through the square stock so that when I bent the 3/16 round bar, I could slide them right through the square stock and weld them from the back side, which made for a really clean look on the outside. I'm really happy with them. I think they came out awesome, and the coolest part about it to me is I was actually just, again, I Googled custom rock sliders to see what guys are building for their 1-to-1 rigs, because I didn't want to just build something to act as a rock slider. I wanted to build something that would look the part and look like something that's out there, you know what I mean? So I found ones that look just like these and thought, I just really like them, and so I'm real happy with them because I built them and I made them look just like the ones I saw, and that's just cool to me. So and then moving back to the back bumper, right before Christmas, a friend of mine, Ethan from Extreme RC 4x4, did a video about some aluminum parts he was making for, I believe they were for a customer for a TF2. He was doing a roof rack for it. And I noticed he had a back bumper just like this on the back of the TF2. And I had originally wanted to build something real similar to this for the Brute anyway. So when I seen that, I thought, why not? So I contacted Ethan and I asked him, you know, because he's doing them for the TF2. I asked him if he'd be able to make me one for an SCX10, and he's like, absolutely. Not only can I do it, but I'd love to have my bumper on your Brute. And that was just the coolest thing in the world to me. So I said, let's do it then. And as you can see, he did an amazing job. All the mounts are machine cut, so they're like super legit. Everything fits perfect. His bumper, he uses 1/4 inch round bar. For the Brute, we scaled it down and used 3/16. I'm glad I did. You know, I'm glad we went that route because it really fits the back of the Brute nice. I think 1/4 inch round bar may have been a little too big. The 3/16 looks awesome. But after cleaning that up and polishing it up, I thought, I don't want to cover that up. He did such a good job on it. So that's another reason why the sliders and the bumper got painted silver. I couldn't bring myself to paint Ethan's bumper. It looked too good. So thank you, Ethan. You did an amazing job on it. I strongly encourage anyone out there with SCX10s or TF2s or team associated CR12s, definitely go see what he's doing. He's got some really cool parts he's building, and he does amazing work. This bumper is spot on. He asked me for a few measurements over the phone. I took the measurements, and this thing came like he had the Brute sitting on his bench taking the measurements. It came out so good. Ethan does great work. Moving on, I also made some tailgate latches for it. We got RC Voodoo 3D printed gas cap, RC Voodoo 3D printed wipers on here. Also got the RC Voodoo radiator mounted behind the grill. Don't have any lights installed yet. You know, again guys, the Brute's far from finished, but the painting process is over. Now we're going to begin the weathering process. Still have some interior things to do. Haven't made the keys for it yet. Also got to do something about the gauges. And I think that's going to do it. I mean, I have gone through here. I've been using the Tamiya panel line gap, or the panel line accent color, and doing all the panel gaps. Painted the door locks, door handles black. You know, I'm starting to detail it, so there's still lots to do. Just wanted to show you guys the color I chose for it. Alright guys, that's all. Just wanted to show you the color choice for the Brute. Hope everyone's liking it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I appreciate you watching. Till the next one, I'll see you guys soon. Take care.